NTA10 Station for Excellence.
Are you in search of a serene environment to build either for residential or commercial purposes? At Primate Ayodele Crescent, Okafa is Solo, Lagos. It's a 5 minutes drive to Agor Roundabout, Okota, 10 minutes drive to Sele Okota Link Bridge, and a 5 minutes drive to Ajao Estate with good road network and constant power supply. For inquiries, please call 08033 In Prosperity Estate is peaceful and secure.
NTA TV College Jos, an affiliate of Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, is currently admitting students for its ordinary diploma programs in television journalism, television production, and television engineering. Interested candidates are advised to obtain relevant information concerning eligibility at our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or marketing department of any NTA station nationwide. For further information, contact Assistant Director, Marketing, NTA TV College Jos on 0803-314-4383 or the Academic Office of the College on 0806-980-9807. Announcer, Registrar.
No, now my school is there. My body is for house. What kind of question is that? Were you not the one that kept this meeting for 8 a.m.? You are now coming by 10 a.m. and start asking me that question.
Papa, chief, now. I'm sorry. Don't you also go late for meeting sometimes? You know now, African time.
No more African time. And no more pancaking of plates during office hours. At the end of the day, we will lose valuable time. We will not make progress. If we want to move this nation forward, we must treat business as business and respect time. Change begins with me.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. Can we go for the meeting now?
Later.
This message is brought to you by the National Orientation Agency in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture.
I need the police that can respond to emergencies first.
I want the equipment I need to do my job.
I want a police that won't harass or arrest me for no just reason.
I want to be valued for my work, not feared by honest people.
I want a police that won't ask me anything for the boys. I want a different salary that is paid on time. With good law,
Proper funding.
training, and cooperation. If it happens, if it happens.
NTA10 Station for Excellence.
Hello and welcome to the news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am S.A. Omamaka. We begin with a sad one where a report reaching us says some people have been reportedly trapped in the rubbles of a three-story building under construction and collapsed at Akombi Crescent in Yaba area of Lagos. Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, and the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, have been directed to ensure that young people with requisite skills and experience are considered for appointment in the board and commission of the federal government. President Muhammad Buhari, who gave the directive while receiving members of the APC National Youth Lobby Committee, said this will go a long way towards encouraging learning and mentoring in both government and politics. State House correspondent has a report.
Youth Lobby Committee of the governing All Progressives Congress, comprising accomplished young men and women who have demonstrated capacity to the APC, is led by the party's national youth leader, Ismail Ahmad. The committee is here to, amongst others, present the report of the National Youth Conference held last year, as well as advocate a fair share for Nigerian youth in governance.
What we are saying is that there has to be a recruitment model for leadership. Because leadership is a quality, it's not a position. You have demonstrated that by your personal example, Mr. President. You have willing young people that would come in. Speak for us when we are not there, Mr. President, like you have always done. There are so many people who are looking for opportunities.
President Muhammad Buhari, who commended members of the APC Youth Lobby Group for the work being done for the governing party, said he is proud of their achievements so far. He said government alone cannot cater for the large and youthful population of the country, but an enabling environment can be created for their ideas to be incubated, nourished, and implemented.
APC must be made attractive for younger people to continuously take ownership of it, because that is the future. That is what progress means. I assure you that in me, you have a champion and an advocate of youth inclusion.
The president promised that the APC Youth Conference report will receive his personal attention, as recommendations that are within his limits will be favorably considered. He directed the SGF, Boss Mustafa, to come up with a list of young party members of exemplary character for consideration into boards and commissions that are yet to be constituted.
Hardworking and exemplary individuals should be identified, encouraged, and mentored. It should be a deliberate policy of the progressives in ensuring that we have a robust succession plan in place. You are not begging, but negotiating, taking a claim and seeking to add value, which is admirable.
President Buhari urged the APC National Youth Lobby Group to help ensure the success of the forthcoming National Convention of the party, as well as the Ekiti and Osun governorship elections. From the State House, Adam Musambo, NTA News.
Meanwhile, document and amended constitution is close to being ahead of the February 26, 2022 All Progressives Congress National Convention. The Governor Mai Malabuni-led Chairman Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee said the proposed amended constitution, when approved, will clarify the ambiguities in 2014 constitution. The report.
As a political party in 2013, APC Constitution 2014 as amended has been the only working document. The document, political analysts say, has played a significant role in guiding the party to electoral victory on the national stage in 2015 and 2019. The Governor Malabuni-led CECPC has added the review of the party's constitution to its task of building a stronger party. Already, the CECPC, through its National Secretary, John James Akpan-Odoede, in a statement said, party faithful, particularly members of the National Convention, have been served notice
of the proposed amendment in accordance with Article 33 of the All Progressives Congress Constitution, which provides for constitutional amendment, whose proposals include the introduction of National Advisory Council, which replaces Board of Trustees, and the creation of Zonal Congress, recognition and expansion of platforms for participation of critical groups such as women, youth, and persons with disabilities, clarification of the powers of the National Executive Committee, NEC, and the National Working Committee, NWC, as well as disciplinary procedures, amongst other issues. Come February 26, 2022, when the proposed amended document is ratified and adopted, stakeholders of the party are expectant that it will rebrand APC ahead of the general elections. In Abuja, Saliu Gwanara, NTA News.
The Force Public Relations Officer CP Frank Mba has handed over the duties and responsibilities of the Force Public Relations Department to his deputy CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, who takes charge of the department with immediate effect. A statement by the Force indicates that the change of baton follows CP Mba's nomination by the Inspector General of Police for the Senior Executive Course at the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Kuru, Jos, in Plateau State. Now to health. The need for government to continue to raise awareness on the essence of blood donation as a life-saving gift has been re-emphasized. Ometere Chiedu, who sampled the opinion of some stakeholders on the importance of blood donation, reports.
Is a voluntary blood drawn and used fission made into biopharmaceutical medication by a process called fractionization. Save blood, they say, save life. This is why it is necessary for people to embrace this act. Some of the respondents speak on the essence of blood donation.
It's good. It's a formal way of serving humanity. It's a way of giving back to the vulnerable. It's a way of saving life generally.
The blood is to save lives. We don't know the lives we are going to save. You can see that a lot of our youth and NYC department, they are here. And that's the awareness we've given and they are still giving. Because it's in the youth that we have life.
We felt we should key into this continually so that blood can be available from time to time in the blood bank, and people that require blood at any time can receive blood without any form of delay.
They also speak on who is eligible to donate blood and why some people cannot donate blood.
Okay, I will encourage everybody to donate as much as they can at the youth age, because by the time you keep donating, you realize that there are many benefits of you donating blood. The blood gets to come back. There's plenty health benefits to it. So I encourage more people to donate blood.
So when you donate, even aside from giving out to people, you yourself, you feel relieved. It's a way of checking up yourself, your health condition, because they will check you, they'll check your status, your weight, everything before you could donate. So you know if you are fit or not. And even if you are not fit, they will advise on what you are supposed to do. So you'll be fit next time to donate.
The need for more sensitization is, however, paramount, as this will help the society at large. In Lagos, Ometere Chiedu, NTA News.
The Director General National Youth Service Corps has charged core prison institutions on the abuse of NYSC mobilization process. Speaking at the 2022 pre-mobilization workshop in Abuja, Major General Ibrahim Shuaib noted that national sanctions apply to defaulting institutions. Olayinka Ojo reports.
Another relevant stakeholders in the NYSC mobilization process.
There is a growing trend of disparity between upload by core producing institutions and the information supplied by prospective core members during online registration.
Adamu Yeva is the Student Affairs Officer, College of Agriculture, Jalingo, and a participant at this workshop. Experience of the NYSC mobilization process paints the picture of some issues.
One of our basic challenges in most cases is to various students. The challenge is sometimes you discover that when the student has been given admission, he will be coming with 2 names. But when he go to JAM to register, he will be registering with 3 names.
To nip in the bud some of these concerns outlined by Yeba and others, this workshop seeks the enhancement of the credibility of the mobilization process through effective data control.
We are not letting down our guard as we have continued to evolve and enhance control measures, including those that are technological driven.
The pre-mobilization workshop also applauded government's approval for the setting up of NYC TV. Olainka Ojo, NTA News.
And that does it on the news at 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am S.A. Awamata. Many thanks for your time. Nta Lagos Weekend Sports is next with Emmanuel and Bashwa after this time out. Just stay tuned.
You think health and physical fitness, fun and business connect with Nigerian and international actors. Golf is it.
I've been playing golf for almost 18, 19, 20 years from now.
I started playing golf in Ikoi Club, and later I got my handicap, and then I started. It helps me removing my stress. It's helping me to network with a lot of important and good people.
Golf is a game that brings people together. It's a global game, they say.
Join us as the second edition of Nigeria and International Community Golf Tournament tees off Sunday morning, February 13, 2022, at the Ikoi Club 1938. Come and be part of history. Come and experience new dimensions in life and business. Golf, game of love and friendship.
Right, welcome to the Weekend Sports Show on NTA Channel 10 Lagos. My name is Emmanuel Moses, and I'm not alone in the house tonight. I have Basha in the house. Basha, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, we will begin with the Lagos Marathon because today it happened in Lagos again as the marathon kicked off in Surulere, Lagos, but ended up at the island. One thing is for sure, an Ethiopian came, saw and conquered.
Yes.
And I wonder, why do we believe Ethiopians, Kenyans, why do they always get it right when it comes to marathons? That's what I'm bringing in this moment because we need to look at them very well. This lady talking about Ringa Basha, she was swept everybody under
Fantastic.
And she won it.
Yes. Well, the thing there is, I think this side of African country, the Ethiopians and the rest, they have made it a culture for them to be strong, to endure, and they know how to just endure and be at their best. And looking at her winning a lady out of like over roughly 1,000 men, Igbo men who are capable, and outrunning them and making sure she came out on top. It's a wonderful
for Inga Siranesh there, and she won it and went away with that. What Nigerians would have been happy to go with that. But that's a good one because bringing in everybody from every nook and cranny of the country, world,
yes.
to come to Nigeria and do these such things. Lagos have really done well so far on that. And we'll leave that straight and get to football. I'm talking about grassroots soccer because one thing that has eluded us for long now is talking about grassroots soccer. We've been trying to get it right, but we are not getting it right from grassroots. But this time around, a certain Michael May Football Academy, they are doing well in grassroots soccer, and the kids played. They started the FIFA, the under 20 competition, and they are doing it very well, now. And they won their game. If you see how they are celebrating, talking about the grassroots soccer, and their coach. They call him Aspria. He made mention of how they suffered in that match. They were 2 goals down, and and they came back, and they came back to win it. Talking about their goalkeeper, Tomiwa Awojekwe, he made a very good save to help them get the way to the finals, and they're going to be doing it well. I want to bring it on this. Before now, we have won under 17 several times, 5 time champion in the world. So, but we've not gotten it right when it comes to the senior level. What do you think is wrong?
Well, the problem is just one thing: the lack of consistency. When these young talents are being established and recognized, we don't give them a follow up. We don't nurture them. These talents are still raw talent. They need to be guided. What happens is that when these players have been discovered, we don't guide them. We just let them be, and that talent starts to diminish. And I think that is one of the major problems we have: the consistency on making sure these players continue to have competitions like this, to keep them active and trained.
All right, looking at these young talents coming up now, where do you see them tomorrow?
Well, they are very, very young, and they have a lot of wonderful life ahead of them, future in terms of sport. 5 years from now, I think Nigeria will be very glad to probably 1 or 2 names from there might pop up, like big clubs out there. But we just have to hope for the best. These young lads are very talented, very, very talented.
All right, we're going to leave that right now. The young lads are talented, but we're going to leave the scene now and head straight to the review of the African Cup of Nations, where Nigeria went but couldn't conquer. And there's certain Senegal that has never touched that trophy for a long while now. Did it for the first time. With Sadio Mane, the talisman of Liverpool, leading the army of Senegalese players. It was a good Nations Cup. They started like a tractor. But they ended up like train because they couldn't score in the group stages. They got only 1 goal, and they managed to top the group. And in fact, when the Nations Cup started, it looked as if there was not going to be goals. All of a sudden, they started pouring like rains, and Senegal won that Nations Cup. What do you make of Senegal?
Well, like you said, they started very slow, but I think they picked up a pace when they got to the round of the knockout stages. They won 2-1, 3-1, 3-1, and that's how they got to the final. Because they didn't score, they realized their mistakes in their group stage matches, and they fixed that. That is what the coach realized: we are doing this wrong, we're doing this right, we're doing this right, we're doing this wrong. So in the knockout stages with Guinea-Bissau and the rest, they were just excellent. 3 goals, 2 goals. I think they scored the highest goals to get to the final.
What do you make of the trial of Sadio Mane, Khalidou Koulibaly, and Edouard Mendy? These 3 guys, they were not like Khalidou Koulibaly and Edouard Mendy. We are not in the team before due to COVID and the injury issues. But when they came into the team, all of a sudden they formed this chemistry, and don't you think they really tonic this Senegal needed to get to where they got today?
Well, yes. The truth is, it's just as simple as what you have said. They are players of temper and caliber. You have that kind of quality in your team. They know what to do. They know how to keep the dress room, to keep the players motivated. So they know exactly. They play with the big boys up there in Europe, so they know exactly how to make sure they play in big competitions as well. They know exactly how to keep themselves going.
What do you make of Ali Cisse, the coach of Senegal? He has suffered a lot.
Definitely.
As a player, he lost. And the fact is, he played penalty that made him. He missed the penalty that made him to lose.
Definitely.
And they endured. The nation endured, and they kept him until now. And finally.
Well, it's a good example that people should always be given a second chance. They went through a lot, and personally for him, he took it upon himself. Probably if I don't win it as a player, I'll do it as a coach, and definitely he has done that. He has done very well. One of the things that we have to learn from Africa is that when players or coaches have bad moments in the game, this is football. Anything can happen. but we have to give them grace and let them show that they are doing the right thing and proving themselves right. That is what this man has done. Came in, head down, just he brought in the right players. He knew exactly what to do with the experience he has in this competition, and definitely, I'm very happy for him.
And they went back home to a heroic welcome, and it was tumultuous. The crowd, and the people, the whole nation, we stood up for them.
Yes.
I believe they were singing "Stand Up for the Champions," and
Definitely.
it was really very good for Senegal. But let's leave Senegal and get to Egypt in a moment and look at Mohamed Salah. What do you make of the nation's goal for him?
Well, Mohamed Salah, for definitely a lot was expected of him because of he's probably one of the best players in the English Premier League, and coming to Africa to play in one of the biggest competition in Africa, goals was expected, passes was expected, dribbles was expected. In short, if he didn't perform any well, we all know that Egypt and other players won't be blamed is Mohamed Salah.
All right, let's talk about our own Super Eagles. Let's leave them and let's leave Super Eagles for now. We're going to talk about them later. But Assato Shala, this lady has been done well. African Player of the 4-time, and he's doing it for Barcelona. And last time he has scored back-to-back braces for Barcelona. What do you make of him, Assato Shala?
Assato Shala, fantastic player. Definitely making 100 appearance for the female Barcelona side and scoring 2 goals in that match. And they all love her in Spain. That is just the beauty of it. They all love her. She's one of a kind. She's a top class quality player.
All right. One thing I know when it comes to sports, time is not our friend.
Definitely.
We're going to be coming on sports to do a lot when it comes next time. But we want to say thank you to every one of you that has been out there watching us, and the producer, director, and everyone out there. My name remains Emmanuel Moses, and I've been here with Bash. And next time, make sure you're around to see what we're doing on sports. Have a pleasant evening. Bye.
Nta 10, station for excellence.
Are you in search of good home appliances like refrigerators, air conditioners, microwaves, generators, and so many others? Then shop at Hatamako. Number 1 Oyetayo Street, Bolade Oshodi, Lagos.